Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, today we're doing a side-by-side size comparison between arguably two of the most popular tablets out in the market, and that is the iPad Air 2 versus the Galaxy Tab S. Both tablets can be pretty much purchased at all major carriers in the US, and of course their Wi-Fi models can be purchased all over the world. So, what it really comes down to is a couple of things between these two tablets. Let's check out how they compare in terms of size, look and feel, and just overall how much thicker is the Tab S compared to the iPad 2 Air that's supposed to be the thinnest tablet. And actually one of the thinnest tablets, as now that there's already thinner ones out in the market. So, the iPad Air 2 is going to be one of the thinnest tablets out on the market, but the Tab S isn't too shabby either. The Tab S was actually one of the thinnest tablets on the market before the iPad Air came out. And you can see this really in just how much of a difference the thickness is. They really are very similar in terms of how thick each one is. But the iPad does narrow it out by a couple of millimeters. Now, in terms of the size difference, this is going to be more pronounced, of course. Because with the iPad Air, you do have a 9.7-inch screen, whereas the Galaxy Tab S is a 10.5-inch screen. So it's almost an inch bigger in terms of screen size. But really, the main difference between these two isn't only going to be just the height, width. It's going to be the way you use your tablet. See, with the iPad Air, it really is meant to be put in portrait since it's a 4:3 ratio. With Android tablets, although you can put it in portrait, just like you can with the iPad, put it in landscape, they really are meant to be in landscape, simply for the fact that you are going to want a landscape feel to this. It's more productive. You can have split screen and have two apps up at the same time, which is something you can't do on the iPad. So in terms of size comparison, the thing that I always seem that should be brought up is their ratios, because this is how you're going to determine which tablet is going to be better for size for you. Not only by how big it is, but how you're going to be holding it. For the iPad Air, you're more going to be using the 4:3 ratio, which is good for web browsing, but for many other things like watching movies and basic multitasking, you're going to want the 16:9 ratio, because that is the same way that your TV and laptops are as well. So that was the size comparison. Make sure to check out all of the other comparisons that we're going to do between these two tablets and every other Android tablet comparing to the iPad Air 2. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching. This has been RICKY, the Android guy.